Good breezy morning, everybody. And I was gonna set that pile right there on fire, but yeah, no, I don't think that's going to be happening. You can see over here how it's blowing, but you can tell I changed where I hung my wind chimes yesterday, and look, it's there. The guys showed up today, and look, they have started doing the metal, and kind of interesting to me. Oh, that's what they're already. They've trimmed out this window, and I didn't know this was going to be back there, but that's kind of interesting. But this is the trim. They've got both of these trimmed. That one's not trimmed yet, and he just started trimming that one. Yeah, it was very surprising, but it was a good surprise. Total good surprise. And we've had some conversations. I don't know what's going on over here, if they've got over here. Yeah, I didn't know the black trim was going up, but we had some conversations, and I'm going to walk over here before I go back and tell y'all about the other. We had some conversations about this over here, and as you can see, I brought the other bench over here and set it. So they weren't told that this was going to be done in metal, so he didn't order the metal for it. So we talked and talked and talked, and JR, the guy that I'd given some wood to previously, he said he did his in flagstone, which, you know, I thought about the stone, and well, anyway, I think we've come to the conclusion that I'm going to get it done in stone. So I got to talk to him some more. The guy who's running this crew thinks he knows somebody, a masonry, that'll come and do it, and kind of got a ballpark of a price, but we all kind of agreed that it'd probably look better to offset the hardy board to have it in stone, which I was thinking it was going to be real expensive. And I mean, I think the masonry work, the labor is going to be more than the actual stone. What JR said, he said you could probably get a pallet of it for like $450. So I think that's what we're going to do. So they're here. They just broke for lunch. They've got metal strung out everywhere. I'm going to try to get him to order me some trim pieces for the building down there, so I can get that done. And I just told him I just wanted them to order it. I would do it. So yeah, they came and they came the other day, and I didn't know it, and got measurements, and then today they got more measurements. But JR, the one who I had given the trees to before, pointed out that hickory right there is dead. So I'm going to tell him if he wants to cut it down, he can have it. Might as well get it cut down and out of the way, and you know, the limbs and stuff, and I can put over in that pile to burn, and he can have a tree for firewood if he wants it, because I don't know when my tree man's going to come back. But anyway, that's what's going on. I've been trying to keep some of their, I need to go pick up the little metal pieces, keep their stuff cleaned up and stuff. The paper that they're pulling, the plastic they're pulling off of the metal, trying to, so it don't blow everywhere. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it was men that had been working out on the roads laying the spectrum cable, but yeah, it wasn't. So yeah, it's interesting. Now, these big long black pieces are I never knew anything like that. But anyway, I'll come back after a while when they're finished for the day and see how far they get. Everything. Trim the trim around the windows, and it was very interesting. I asked him for educational purposes, what was the purpose of this? And he said, well, if there's any leaking around any of the trim, it would come straight down, put it on the outside, and not leak down in between the metal and the sheathing. So I thought I'd show y'all all of that, and it's looking really good. But over here, I see a piece of trim, and I don't know if the dog got it or not, but we'll go put this. So this little wall is done, and it looks so little compared to when you look at it from out from the pond and stuff. Let's see if I walk down. I had to pull the tarp back up, but they got this out the way. Now see, that little window is so little. But anyway, we'll walk around and I'll show you where they got all the trimmed out. I'm trying, if I fall, y'all don't laugh. I had to pull all this up because their machine pulled it down. They got all the trimming around the doors, all the trim around the windows. He even fixed this one because up at the top of it, the framing was a little busted. So he carried it a little bit tighter. So that busted frame up there in the corner wouldn't show. So I was pleased with that. And you can see they moved my truck so they could have a work area. And I'll put this here. I don't know what they're going to do with it. There's the pieces of metal. I think there's 40 sheets in total, I think. And then these aren't going to have to be because we've decided to put stone up here, which is good. They got this corner piece of trim on. Got that window trimmed out. Got this door trimmed out. Doesn't it just make that door look just awesome? And then here we go. Just to see the metal. Makes it totally different looking. So they spent most of their time with all the trim work today and started putting the metal up. And as you can see, it's getting a little bit cloudy, a little bit windy, and I suppose they'll be back tomorrow if it doesn't rain. It's calling for rain at like around lunchtime, but as you can see, this finally broke off, and I can't tell. No, I don't know what the plumber's going to do about all this, so not fun. Piece of metal. I don't even want to stick my hands up in there. I'll get something and clean it out, a stick or something. But yeah, just thought I'd come and show y'all. Maggie's like, it's getting covered, but it's gonna look so good. The two buildings are gonna match up. I mean, that's the color of the carport metal. It's all coming together. So it was an exciting day to see him show up. But oh my goodness, me and Mother ran into town. And thank goodness, God puts people where he needs them on any given day. And down there in the road was a truck and trailer that delivers like those little sheds, and it was straddled across the road down there, which the front tires were buried on this side, and the trailer was stuck in the ditch line on the other side. So I sat there, and the neighbor over there, that's where he was going. He couldn't even fit in his gate, and he had his tractor trying to move the trailer, and it was a big old nice heavy trailer. If y'all have ever seen them delivering sheds with the little remote controlled robot, yeah, it was on that trailer. So I walk up here and tell these guys, I said, if y'all think y'all gonna go anywhere, y'all might want to come down here and take a look at what's going on in the middle of the road. I said, this guy's got the whole road blocked, because I'd walked all the way up. I'm picking up pieces of metal. So excuse me. I've been trying to make sure everything's picked up. So like this. Any small pieces, I've been trying to keep anything. Just been trying to keep it picked up, because y'all know Shane, how much she goes barefooted over here, and I don't want to take any chances on her getting cut or any of the vehicles getting a flat tire, because he was working out there, and I moved the truck and the boys moved him in so he could, number one, have some shade, and number two, all the metal clippings could come here. So we have them one location. We don't have to look through the rocks to try to find them. But yeah, I'm so glad. I mean, just look. And then we get flagstone put up there, and then that stain. That's going to turn out really nice. But I wanted to come back and show y'all what they got done. Junior, don't you be running off. But how everything's been trimmed out and how everything looks so good. And yeah, that's they still got some stuff on the trailer down there. But just thought I'd show y'all. There's Meg, who they went to town with Mother and I. And show y'all how far along they got. And I got to sneeze. Excuse me. And I'm just excited all the way at the top. And they gave me a number to a spray foam guy who's they already even got me a quote to spray foam the whole thing, which is awesome. So it looks like the whole inside is going to be spray foam insulated, which is good. I didn't think I could afford it, but I talked to the guy at the bank the other day, and his brother had one. It was more of a reasonable price. So I think that's what we're going to do. It's, all in what the Lord has laid out for us. So with that said, it's starting. I don't know how long it'll take them. I've been trying to stay out of their way, but keep things picked up, and they're a nice group of gentlemen. They work hard, and yeah, I think it's going to look good. Real good. It's going to be different. It's going to be a bigger version of the small shed down there, and then we can start working on things. And I don't know how things are going to be trimmed out up top. That's going to be interesting and fun, and how they're going to do the sides with the gutters. That's going to be interesting. So y'all stay tuned. They're working. And thank goodness they had this bad boy, because this bad boy went down and barely. We hooked up to the back of that. They hooked up to the back of the trailer and pulled the trailer slowly back around toward this way, where they could get in behind the truck, and then got in behind the truck and lifted the back and pulled it back until he could straighten out and be back on the road. So thank you, big piece of equipment. It was a lifesaver. I mean, they jumped right into action. So if y'all like the content, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, come on over and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so anytime we upload a video, you'll be notified. A good one, and we'll catch y'all tomorrow.